Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a truly profound piece from a writer named Angel Tara titled Rose with Thorns. Now, this piece takes a totally ordinary, everyday moment and turns it into an absolute masterclass on gratitude, hidden labor, and the roles we all play in each other's lives. I want you to really step into the sensory experience of this story with me for a second. Imagine you're walking into a vibrant, colorful flower shop. The air is heavy with sweet scents, the colors are completely intoxicating, and you were just immediately drawn to all the beauty around you. So let's dive right into section 1, the flower shop encounter. We've all been there, right? You see something lovely, and your absolute first impulse is to just possess it, to hold it right in your hands. You aren't really thinking about the logistics, you're just reacting to that magnetic aesthetic pull of the flower. But right at that moment of connection, the narrative takes a really sharp turn. The flower vendor immediately stops the author with this sudden warning in his native language. There's a deliberate pause here. That beautiful, seamless interaction with nature is suddenly interrupted by a very practical and honestly potentially painful reality. What the florist is actually telling her is, "It has thorns, I haven't removed them yet, you might get hurt. Let me remove them so you can enjoy the rose." Think about that. This incredibly simple offer of customer service, a vendor just prepping a flower for a buyer, actually sets the stage for a massive philosophical realization. He's literally offering to do the dangerous work so that her experience can remain purely beautiful and completely unblemished. Which brings us to section 2, the meaning of thorns. If we zoom out from the literal flower shop for a second, we uncover this much broader, universal truth. To reach the flower, you simply must navigate the thorns. Sometimes you might even bleed a little before you get to the beauty. Experiencing friction, difficulty, and pain is an inherent, absolutely necessary part of grasping the beautiful things life has to offer. You just can't have the bloom without navigating the sharp edges protecting it. So, contrast these two ideas. On one side, holding a rose with thorns means you are the one experiencing the pain to reach the beauty. You're getting your hands dirty, you're doing the work. On the other side, if you're holding a thornless rose, the author makes this brilliant observation. It doesn't mean the rose never had thorns to begin with. It means someone else has already done the pain work for you. We get so used to feeling entitled to easy, beautiful experiences, don't we? But we forget that a completely painless experience almost always means someone else, somewhere, took on the thorns on our behalf. Let's explore that deeper in section 3, the unseen sacrifices. Because once you truly realize that a thornless rose requires someone else to bleed, you start noticing all the hidden labor that makes your comfortable existence possible. It's everywhere. Think about parents. They do the exhausting, heavy lifting of creating a safe foundation just so you can focus on growing. Or consider your teachers, who spend hours anticipating exactly what you need before you even step foot in a classroom. Even in our social lives, there's always that one friend who does all the stressful logistical planning so you can just walk in and enjoy the party. Basically, they are pulling the thorns off the rose so you can just smell the flower. And here's the slightly heartbreaking yet undeniably selfless reality of this whole dynamic. As the source points out, someone definitely has to go through the pain for others to get the benefit. But the real tragedy is that the pain takers rarely get the time to sit back and enjoy the feeling themselves. The florist who spends all day stripping thorns, he rarely gets to just kick back and admire the bouquet. The host of the party is usually too busy managing the appetizers to actually let loose and enjoy the celebration. It's just a profoundly selfless kind of sacrifice. Now for section 4, finding your dimension. So, where exactly do you and I fit into all of this? Depending on how you process this whole story, the author categorizes 4 distinct roles you might play. First up, we have the pain taker. These are the folks who genuinely find their purpose in taking on the pain for others. They are the ultimate thorn removers. Second is the beauty praiser. Now, they might not pull the thorns, but they absolutely validate the effort by truly appreciating the resulting beauty. Third, the balancer. These individuals act kind of like the glue, right? They make sure things don't tip too far into total hardship or unearned privilege. And finally, the innovator. They acknowledge the pain is there, but they actively look for new ways to build a better system, literally trying to remove those thorns entirely for the very next person. Which brings us to our final thought for today. The author closes out the piece by asking you to share your dimension. And that's exactly the question I want to leave you chewing on. Take a hard look at your own life, your relationships, your workplace. Are you usually the one quietly taking the thorns so your loved ones can enjoy the flower? Are you the one praising the beauty? Or maybe you're the innovator, trying to fix the system so the thorns don't even exist next time around. Truly understanding the unseen labor happening all around us, well, it changes everything.
So I have to ask, what is your dimension? Take a moment to really think about that today, and maybe thank the people in your life who constantly hand you thornless roses. Catch you on the next explainer.